Territorial Cup, a prized possession for both the Cats and the Devils, but only one gets to take this rivalry hardware home, and it's time to find out if we'll bear down or forks up. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Arizona's offense will start this game off with the football. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Arizona in a hurry.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Breaks into the open. Powers through the defender. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, man, the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. At the 45 on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move.
There he goes. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Offense changing the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line. The big red zone opportunity here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rides to back and leaves it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Wildcats are in the hurry up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. With the catch, it sucks. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, they're going to RPO. Nice job of handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It sucks. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Territorial Cup rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket, and that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Willihan. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willihan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It sucks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Fine.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sparky is putting the pitchfork to them as Arizona State stretches the lead.
And they got this thing cooking. They've got all the momentum. They've handled the moment of this rivalry game really, really well, and the momentum firmly on their side.
Sparky's a team that always just seems to be going for the jugular. If you give them an opening, they're going to take it, and right now they're pulling away.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
It's on target and complete. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. Going for 6. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Arizona runs out the punt team. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on.
He's got it inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by out.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Arizona. State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early.
Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 24 to San Diego State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now on 1st down from the 28.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Arizona. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back.
He's going to let it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.